This story contains story details and plot points depicted in the Season 2 finale of Ted Lasso. If watching the trajectory of Nate Shelley, the formerly meek now mean assistant coach-turned-traitor on Ted Lasso, has made you uncomfortable this season, you're not alone. Count me among those who felt during most of the season that the character Nick Mohammed, had been done dirty by a room of cartoonishly evil writers, represented in my head only by a series of shadows and occasional shots of their ghoulish hands reaching for watered-down cold brews at a conference table in a dark dungeon. The people or persons deciding Nate's journey could not, I told myself, be the same people writing the foul-mouthed but lovable unicorn Roy Kent, Brett Goldstein, or bringing us the ray of joy that has been the romantic story of Rebecca, Hannah Waddingham, and Sam, Toheeb Jimoh. Nate's path to becoming a wholly disappointing human has been ugly, painful and at times, disturbing. However, some argue that the character's descent into douchebaggery has been entirely realistic and exactly why some of us have hated it in him all season. Bravo to actor Nick Mohammed and those not actually evil writers for making any of us care this much. The quandary facing us all who've watched the finale is now this: is there any way to save Nate? What happened in the finale? Nick Mohammed as Nate Shelley in Ted Lasso. The finale set up a pretty long return back to good graces for Nate. In the episode, streaming now on Apple TV+, Nate finally has a confrontation with Ted, Jason Sudeikis, over what Nate perceived to be Ted's shortcomings as his mentor. "You made me feel like I was the most important person in the whole world and then you abandoned me," he told him. He felt invisible even as he tried to get Ted's attention back, he said, bringing up the fact that Ted doesn't have the photo Nate gave him on display in his office. Ted doesn't tell him that he actually has the photograph at his home, next to a picture of his son. "Everybody loves you, the great Ted Lasso. Well, I think you're a f***ing joke," he said. "Without me, you wouldn't have won a single match and they would have shipped your ass back to Kansas where you f***ing belong, with your son. Because you sure as hell don't belong here. I do. I belong here. This didn't fall into my lap. I earned this." Ted tries to affirm this, but Nate cuts him off and storms out.